A320 that we've just delivered, very proudly it's here at the show, but on the air side, not on the static display, is an aircraft actually that is a second-hand aircraft that we've taken from the market for our customer and converted it to his unique requirements. It's both a commercial use and a private use aircraft, head of state configuration. With that comes a number of challenges on how you configure the aircraft for maximum privacy for the customer whilst meeting the airworthiness requirements of, for example, direct view, where the attendants have to have a view on all the passengers on the aircraft. The purpose of direct view is to give the customer maximum privacy in each of the cabin compartments, but achieve the certification requirements of the airworthiness, where the cabin attendant has to, during taxi, takeoff and landing, have view on the passengers, all the passengers in the aircraft. In the larger aircraft completions, there's always the challenge between getting the direct view of the attendant and how you then configure the different cabins. Either you have to put an additional cabin attendant into those cabins during taxi, takeoff and landing, which adds costs and less privacy, or you have to change the configuration so the condensers, the partitions are smaller, or you've got glass in them so the attendant can see through them. That then reduces the amount of privacy you can offer the customer in this configuration. With direct view, with a camera system in each of the private compartments, then you can really close them into a much more private environment, and yet one attendant can have the view of the aircraft during those critical phases of flight.
And you've installed this on the A320. Is it applicable to other models?
The A320 is the first to be approved with this solution. It's applicable to other aircraft types and models. I think it's an approach that can be readily done, and it just gives you more options to discuss with your customer on how he wants to configure his aircraft. Yeah, very much so. If you look at the show this week, it's very busy, so it looks like things are picking up, and I very much see the future bouncing back now. In the different markets that everybody's operating, they're coming back in a different rate. We basically focus on the single aisle A320 737 range, and that's got a certain customer base that I think has been fairly good during the difficult times.